So then, first of all, I would like to welcome you all to this inauguration inauguration program for today. So, especially today, we are going to introduce two courses. I think you know that. So, one is Power BI Masterclass, and another one is Data Science Masterclass with Python and other libraries. So, I will introduce you one by one. So, okay. First, I'm moving to Power BI Masterclass with SQL. So then here, you can see some good content here. Then if you want to refer, you can refer those things. So then, so major thing is we are talking about three modules here, right? So then the first module is relational databases and SQL for data analysis. And the second module is data visualization with Power BI. The third one is final project. So okay, then what are the content? So in the relational database and SQL data analysis, so then we are starting from the introduction to databases. Then here we are talking about what is database, what is record, and very simple things, very simple topics we are talking, and what is database management systems and the modeling blocks of the databases. Like sometimes you're not interested into here, but I will show you why you need to learn this one. What is the reason to learn SQL if you want to become a complete, if you want to take complete knowledge about the business intelligence, right? So then I will show you later with the experience and with some practical thing. So then the fourth lesson is relational databases development with ERD, then the physical database development and some basic SQL and some kind of advanced SQL like joining and aggregations and indexing and performance and stored procedures and triggers. So then these are some kind of advanced knowledge then about SQL, right? So these are the content you can learn with our first module from next week. So the second module is data visualization with Power BI. So here you can see, so we are starting very basic things. Then what is Power BI and very simple things about database, about data. And in here you can see the environment setting and all. So very clearly I should mention you. So we will show you how to install the Power BI. We are showing you to how to install the SQL and all configurations. We are starting very from the beginning, so very basic, right? So then third one, prepare data analysis with Power BI, and all these content we are talking like data sources, connecting to the data sources and get data from different sources. Then this is the lessons we are talking here. As a lesson 4, data cleaning and transforming about data and the data loading to the Power BI. And here we are talking some data structures and combination of multiple tables and combining for the outcomes, right? So then as the lesson 5th in modeling data in Power BI and some model functions and kind of work with some tables and relationships. So here we are talking. Then as a session, lesson 6, we are starting DAX formulas, and in the DAX, then so we are talking here very advanced things about the DAX and how DAX function work and all the things we are talking here. And the lesson 7, so we are building Power BI visualizations and some reports with the DAX and previous knowledge. So the lesson 8, we are starting to learn and we are coming to the end of the Power BI topics, then managing workspaces and data sets in Power BI and distributions of the reports and dashboard with your colleagues and other team members. Then all the things we are talking here. So this is the content you can learn from module 2. So if you are learning second module, so I can say you that very simply you can face for the Microsoft certification you have for the Power BI called PL300. Then this is the PL300 content. If you have chance to learn this thing, then if you have joined perfectly all the sessions and collaboratively join with the sessions, then definitely you can face for the certifications exam. So that is confirmed. So it's surely we can say. So then finally in the module 3 we are doing a final project. So then with all the knowledge in the previous 2 module, so you have to do some practical things, some practical knowledge. You should perform some things you have learned with the courses. In the final project, so we are giving some supervisions and visions to you as well. So we are giving some supervisions and we are giving some support. If you are stuck in some situations, then all the things will be happening very smoothly through the online tools. So then you can contact us any online platforms like WhatsApp or Zoom or Microsoft Teams. Then we can arrange some meetings if you want to get some supervisions to your projects. Then we are doing like that. So this is the smooth and very clear contents about this Power BI masterclass with SQL sessions. So okay, now I'm going to talk with you why we need to learn SQL with Power BI. So because this is very unique content, very unique course. Okay, why you have to learn Power BI and why we have to learn SQL. So if you are thinking about some data visualizations, right? Some visualization report and dashboard. So what is the base content? So base content is data. Then if you want to use some data to data management and visualizations, definitely you should know how to collect some data and how to manipulate this data to your reporting. So that is the reason, very simply I can say, why you need to learn about SQL and database knowledge, why you have to handle. So let's say if you are a freelancer, so then this is perfect knowledge you can earn from handling data and manage those data into the Power BI, and through the DAX you can make some cardinalities and relationships. Then finally you can create some very good reporting, very good dashboard reporting. So then this is complete knowledge. Let's say if you are learning only about the Power BI, then you cannot earn about data knowledge. Why? Then if you have only the Power BI knowledge, what happened? So definitely some third party should send you a data if you have access to the database, but you don't know about data manipulations. Therefore, you have to depend on the third person, right? So therefore, I strongly recommend you to learn about databases and SQL. Then if you have access to the particular databases, then you can get those data from the databases, SQL databases, right? Through the SQL schema. Then there's no any dependencies. Straightforward, you can complete end-to-end projects with the knowledge. Let's say if you are a manager or executive or CEO in your organizations, then why you want to learn about SQL with Power BI? Okay, very clear answer is there. So if you are an executive, then you can ask some endpoint data. So you can access some endpoint data to your databases, right? Then let's say in other sites, most of the time you are dependent on the spreadsheets data, right? So you are running some data from the report system, then you can convert those data into the Excel. This is the normal way. But if you can ask, then make some connection between your database and your Power BI, then easily you can retrieve those data from your database. Then only you can create real-time updating dashboard with Power BI. Otherwise, always you have to download Excel into the Excel, and always you have to upload to the Excel. If you have missed to upload the Excel data into the Power BI, then your dashboard is not getting up to date. So if you can connect with your SQL database, then only you can see live updated dashboards. So my dear friends, that's the reason you should learn about Power BI with SQL, and then same way you are very convenient and you know how to handle end-to-end process, right? So if you then with the SQL knowledge, so we are starting very basics. Then we are showing you to we are teaching you to learn about the relationships and some physical database development. Then that knowledge is support you to handle what? Handle your organization's data. Simply you can ask from your technical persons, okay, give me your database structure, database design. Then I will learn those things and I will analyze how it works. Then you can clearly ask, okay, give me this data and give me access to the databases. If you can, then okay, I will do myself for the report making. So otherwise, those technical persons will hide some data, right? So then they are thinking, not actually genuinely they want to hide. They don't want to hide, but they're thinking this data unwanted for my manager. Then they will send only some data dump, right? So then if you think that, oh, this is the entire database, but it is not there, so it's normally happening. But if you know the end-to-end process, then you can ask the database diagram, then you can analyze and you can study your database, and then you can come to the some database queries with the technical persons. Then if you want to give some support to them, then you can write the SQL statement because you know how to handle those things. After this knowledge, then you can come to the very good dashboard making. So that is the reasons you should learn from SQL, right? SQL. So because the reason is you are going to visualize the data. So then where is the data? That data is located in the databases, not any other places, right? Not the Excel sheet actually, right? So then definitely you should learn from the scratch of your project. So that is the reasons very clearly. So why you need to learn from databases with the Power BI. So okay, I think you got very clear idea about content and the reasons. So just let me show you, right? Just let me show you some small example, right? With the Power BI and how it happened, how it worked. Then if you are then some real experience with sample data sets, I will show you a simple project with few with sample data, right? So okay, directly you can retrieve all the data into the Power BI connections, right? Let's say you have a Microsoft SQL Server, MySQL database, Mongo database, or any other database like Oracle database or any other databases, right? So any databases it support to retrieve data, right? It has a connectivity plugins and all. Then you can connect with the any kind of databases. Then directly you can retrieve those data from the server. So this is the kind of area. So then so if you want to get some analysis, then you can click on the particular bar, then all the dashboard will be changed based on the dynamic situations, right? So then from this has some 10 to 8 years data. So then let's say 2009, then you can see. So then you can see then they have a nice growth here, and this is half of the data in 2013 in the sample data sets. So then this is the kind of growth rate, right? So some designs for the data visualizations. So then so this is actually example of the kind of private hospital analysis databases. So then I saw then what was the objective of this project? So then mainly we need to analyze the income consultation income, treatment and operational income, and conduct overall income analysis. From this analysis, we should be able to access some customer trends and project future income growth. So this is the part we are explaining you here. So then here you can see a few segments are there, few dashboard we have made. Then first one is what? Customer analysis one. So here then you can see the private hospital. Then they have plenty of consultations they have to handle. Then here you can see then a total number of consultation appointment and cancel appointment, then active appointments and paid appointments and pending appointments, and the success rate of the appointments, then what is the total income they have earned. Then likewise, you can get the analysis and get the some sort of summary of the database and visualize the database. So here you can see, if you want to think about the 2022, then you can click on the dashboard element, then entire dashboard will be changed based on the selected component, right? So then all the things will be changed based on the selected component. Likewise, you can create some dynamic dashboard, right? So here then this is the then some treatment appointments. So then here you can see then let's say then kind of data, some kind of segment. Then based on this you can see. So then here you can see some based on sample data sets. Then some income statement, income analysis. Then from this year. So then total customers and new customers and valid customers and income per customer, kind of average, then average customer visits. So one customer, how many times you have visited? Average 4. Then then here you can see customer wise how many times they have supported for our income and forecasting about the income. And then here you can see some forecasting based on the existing data, and you can forecast about future income as well, how our organization is going to grow. So this is the very simple experience, simple dashboards. If you have some good data, then you can come to the analysis and some kind of analytics you can present here. Because of the Power BI, you can create some forecasting as well. In simple analytical knowledge, you can generate with the Power BI as well. So then this is the simple experience. So then now I will show you how we are teaching. Actually, so in the database context, so most of the time, most of the organizations have their own virtual servers on the cloud. So we are giving same experience here to you, right? So we are giving some same experience to you. Then you easily you can come to the all knowledge segment. So we are giving some our learning purpose. We have arranged our cloud servers as well. So we have make the all the background, and we are giving individual database connections to our students, right? So then they can retrieve data from the cloud. So why we want to see and we want to implement some practical knowledge to you, right? So therefore, I know that most of the professionals are working in the industry. Then their own computers does not have any servers, does not have any SQL databases, right? Always those databases are available in the cloud server. So same experience we are arranging here. So we are giving individual access to our cloud servers, and we are teaching here to you how to log into the cloud server and how to install your databases into the cloud and configurations also. But if you want to learn, then we are teaching those things as well. That's why I'm inviting to freelancers as well. Then they can get complete knowledge. That's why I told you this is complete course, not the partial one. As well as so those database, and we work with the cloud context, then you can reduce those data into Power BI from the server. As well as we are giving you the knowledge how to extract, export data, import data from the Excels as well, like CSV file or anything you can import, right? So different data source model we are teaching you. But anyway, so we are talking about the real scenarios as well. So in other side, then once you retrieve the data, so using DAX and all, we are showing you to how to manipulate this data and how to handle those data into the dashboard making, right? So but another important thing is what? So if you are retrieving some data from the server, from your database, definitely there's a mechanism to clean the data. So you should clean some data, and you should use some relevant data only for some relevant data to your dashboard making. Therefore, all these segments we are talking here. That's why I told you. So if you are learning this complete knowledge, definitely you can sit for the PL 300 definitely. right? PL300 certification is on your hand. So you can come to the some mock examinations and you can sit for the exam. Okay, data science master class with Python programming and SQL, Panda, and NumPy. So okay, just let me again go through the syllabus of the course here. So here we have some 4 modules. Then we are starting from the SQL and we are teaching some basic Python programming, right? So then this is also complete course, complete data science course to start your data science career. Then Python also we are starting from the installations, right? Setting up the environment and all the things we are teaching here. And the second module in the Python programming module, so we are talking about the data science, data types and operators and control flows, functions, kind of things. Then next we are starting with the NumPy, then numerical Python library. So here also we are talking about so many topics, and then Matplotlib also we are talking with the data science career, data science knowledge, and Panda, right? So then for the relevant to the data science, we are mainly talking about NumPy and Panda and Matplotlib, right? So then these major libraries we are talking with you, and finally data manipulations with Panda also we are talking with you, and the data visualizations also so we are conducting with the Matplotlib. So then definitely you will be able to get some master level, right? So then the third module is version control. Why we have to teach you the version control as a programming things, as a data science persons, then always your source code is very important. Therefore, we are teaching you to how to handle version controls tools, version like GitHub and Bitbucket kind of tools are there. Then we will teach you how to handle those things with the private repositories and public repositories as well. The same way we are here, we are giving you the final project to you. So then definitely we'll have to get some hand-on skills to gain this knowledge. Then you can test your knowledge as well. The important thing is here also we are giving some project supervisions to you and project support to you. Then we will arrange some Zoom or Microsoft Teams meeting with you if you want to clarify any things. Then this is the way we are moving forward with our data science masterclass with Python, SQL, Panda, and NumPy. So I think this is the course content is here, and I would like to come some practical problems how you can learn this thing and why you need to learn start from the SQL. So here small example is here. So then financial data analysis, think about the organization financial data analysis. It's some complicated task now. Why? You have plenty of data now to analyze your financial statistic and financial stability and future trends of the finance segment, right? So here you can see mainly our analysis objective is analyze historical stock prices and volume to identify trends, calculate statistical measurements, and visualize the data. Then here you can see our 3 libraries are there: Panda, NumPy, and Matplotlib. Then, so how Panda is support to you? Then here you can see Panda is support to you for what? Load historical stock data from various sources. Then if you want to load some data from various sources, then definitely you should know about SQL. Why? With the Python knowledge, we are giving you to develop some software applications with the SQL databases. And forget about Panda and this library. Then if you want to develop a software application using Python and SQL database with the connected to the SQL database, knowledge is there, right? The same way, that particular project you can use to analysis as well, data science segment as well. Then Panda is there. Then Panda is support you to handle data from the from like some kind of data sources, so API, right? Then Panda data frames make some easy way to manipulate your data, right? So this is the first thing. Then second one is NumPy, the number Pythons. Then this library you can use for the numerical calculations and some kind of moving averages and standard deviations or any other financial indicators calculations. This is kind of mathematical operation library, right? So then data has retrieved from the various sources, and through the NumPy you could get the calculations and standard deviations and all mathematical calculations. Then matplotlib is there to visualize the data in your data science career, right? So then using these things, you can be able to visualize this data and you can identify the trends and you can predict the future, how it happened, right? So this is the major thing you can learn, and you can apply this knowledge into your projects, into your knowledge segment. So then very clearly, I should mention you, this should start from SQL. Then you should learn about Python basics and these three library minimum. So if you're thinking to learn this kind of complete knowledge, then definitely you have to invest some relevant, some good time, right? So you have to spend some good time frame to get those knowledge. Why? So I have seen some courses within 3 days, 5 days, 6 days, teaching all the things. It is not possible as I think, so as my experience. Why? This is kind of high tech knowledge, right? So your brain is not ready to learn more than 1.5 hours per day online, right? And especially you are a professional students most of the time, then you are very busy. So you are always not live in this segment. Now we are going to earn some new knowledge and you are going to apply this new knowledge to your industry. So we know that, we have understand that, because we have 2 years plus experience in this segment with the Arabian Institute, right? Therefore, this knowledge we should give very carefully, with very good time, right? So then this is the major thing. So if you want to learn, you can join with the crash process, but it is a crash actually. So like a car crash, right? So then your brain will hit then you cannot absorb that G-force. Therefore, I don't recommend to that kind of speed courses, because of these are very creative knowledge and these are very practical knowledge. Therefore, you should give some relevant time frame, relevant time investment to learn this thing. Right. So then I think I explain you how to do these 2 major courses.
Hi, Chandika. I'm Malit. So
Yeah,
actually, I'm completely from finance sector. So
okay.
my question is from person from finance. So would it be this course valuable enough, or how to catch up some vast, the technical areas?
Yeah.
So as you said, I agree that I came here to enhance my knowledge.
Yeah.
So that's why there are some areas which I'm not familiar with. So
Yeah, definitely.
how do you going to manage people like us?
Yeah. Actually, in the 2 years of period, always we have like you guys. So especially I should then more than 70 or 80% of the students are coming from the management. Why? This let's say AI, data science, business analytics are highly connected with now management field, right? So I'm also coming from management. So I will tell you my story later. Therefore, most of our professional learners came from the management. Sometimes marketing managers, marketing executive like you guys, my financial and accounting field, and HR kind of operational. So sometimes inventory controllers and financial controls. That is the audience we have. Actually, so currently we have more than 1,000 student base, right? More than 80 students we have passed out with a complete certificate students, right? Right. So then I think we have enough experience to teach you like you, right? So that's why I told you in the initial introduction part as well. We know that you don't have any prior knowledge. So, but only thing is, my only request is what? Try to join live sessions. then only we can resolve your problem same time. And in other side, you also you have a possibility to ask any questions in the same time and clarify yourself, right? That is the only thing you should give us. Then we will give then rest of the part. Don't worry.
Thanks, Chandika. Chandika, another question. So this knowledge, as a finance person, how could I apply for my organization? So I can
Yeah,
understand that financial analytics, other parts I could apply. So if you
yeah,
can brief me a little, so then that would much apply.
yeah. So actually, you are looking for Power BI course or data science course, Malit?
Actually, Power BI.
Right. So then it's very simple. So let's say, as I show you in the example as well. So I'm not very good in finance, I should tell you. So you are the professional one. So then, but anyway, uh, let's say, so if you want to handle some investment portfolio, so you should get some investment idea. You should analyze future trends, and you want to get some based on your historical data, you want to see some forecasting and all, then there are some options to handle. If you have enough data, then you can do it, right? So in other side, let's say you want to minimize some costing and you should invest some more money to any other different investment portfolio again, right? So then you have opportunities, then you have opportunity cost and all, then you should select best investment options in your segment, like let's say like that kind of thing. So you can find it very sharply, very accurately, right? Using this forecasting and all. In the other side, you can visualize your data and like let's say example. So let me show you this diagram. Then here, let's say this consultation income reports, right? So then here have some valid data points to take few decisions, right? So let's say your success rate is what? 47.99. Then your failure rate is what then? More than 50%. Then you can get some insight, right? Okay, then you can start, okay, what happened to us? Then why 50 more than 50? That 50% plus customers we are lose. Why? What the reasons? Then you can get another analysis. Then analysis by analysis you can analyze and you can find the problem and then you can give some good answer to management or yourself. If you're a CEO manager, then you can find the solutions. Then you can avoid those all the disruptions to your organization growth, right? So I think it's very important. Anyone and the finance segment sector as well.
Thanks, Chandika. Thanks, Chandika.
Okay.
That's all good. Yeah.
Yeah. Any questions?
Yeah, Mr. Chandika, I'm Darshana. I'm again from finance background.
Okay, Darshana.
Yeah, if you are doing both the courses, what would be the benefit for me actually if I'm interested in doing both?
Yeah. So then first thing is then I should tell you what is the differences between these two courses, right? Then Power BI with SQL course, the Power BI is already ready-made tool, right? So then you can learn databases knowledge and you can use some ready-made tool to develop your future insights, right? So your existing knowledge. But the data science course is different, totally different, right? Totally different means then you can get some analysis plus analytics. So let me explain you what is analysis and what is analytics. Then clearly you can understand what is Power BI course, what is data science course. So analysis mean very clear. Analysis mean let's say you have 10 years of data, right? So you are getting some analysis. You can find some insight what happened in the past 10 years. And today we have faced some situations like previously I mentioned you, right? So more than 50% of the client we have lose. Then you can see end result is here. So then this is the insight. This is the analysis actually. Then Power BI, you can show you what happened. That is actually historical informations. It's not showing you what will happen in the future. Power BI is not the tool to do that one, right? But now Power BI has some capacity to do the forecasting. That's why I show you. I told you Power BI is already developed tool. This is ready-made tool. This is actually, this forecasting may be wrong, right? This is not actually correct. But that is the actually analysis. That is the actually business intelligence knowledge. Business intelligence mean you can find what happened in the past. That is based on the historical data, right? But think about the data science. That is analytics, right? Analytics mean you are finding about the future, not the past, right? The data science is supposed to do what? Find the future, right? If you're a finance manager or marketing manager or let's say any CEO, anyone, so you should know what happened in the past and what will happen in the future. Both sides you should know, right? Accurately. Then in the business analytics knowledge, business intelligence knowledge, like Power BI tools, you can get very good insight about what happened in the last 10 years. That is past knowledge. Then if you can learn about the data science, okay, then past 10 years, based on the past 10 years data, you can see accurate future of the organization. That is a major part. So then BI explain you business, BI explain you about analysis. Data science explain you about analytics. That means analysis mean past, analytics mean future, right? So then that's why I'm coming you to explain you these two courses very clearly, kind of thing. Then in the data science course, you can see the syllabus and I show you the some case study as well, some problem as well, right? So here you can see Panda, NumPy, and Matplotlib is what? Those are libraries. So then yourself you can develop, not the ready-made one. That's an important thing. You are learning about the Python, you are learning about the Panda, NumPy, and Matplotlib. So yourself customize one you are developing. Then always it is up to date. And if you want to customize or if you want to change it, quickly you can do it by why? You have that knowledge, right? You have that capacity and capabilities. Then you can grow your knowledge and you can enhance your career growth very quickly, right? Like let's say, organization එකේ කේන්දරේ බලන මිනිස්සු වුණොත් what happened? You are the horoscope man, right? In the organization. Why? You know about data science, right? So it's very nice, right? I think you got the answer.
Yeah, Mr. Chandika, very clearly, it's very clear, precise. And I have another question. So, what's the category? If let's say I'm going to choose data science course, then what is this category? Beginner level, intermediate?
This is beginner level course. This is actually beginner to intermediate level course. So we are starting from the installation. That's why I told you this is then no knowledge required, right? No prior knowledge required. So you can come with the zero knowledge. But only thing is what? You should dedicate 2 hours of period, maximum 2 hours of period per week. Right? That's it.
Okay, got it. So I couldn't actually, unfortunately, I couldn't join the former part of beginning part of this inauguration. So what's the timetable and
yeah, this is we are conducting through online, 100% online every Tuesday. Okay. Yeah, at 9:30 p.m. we started.
Right. Thank you so much. Okay.
Okay, that's it. Welcome. Yeah.
Tanika, how about this final project goes? How about the time period? What should be?
So yeah, normally we are giving 2 months, right? So because you have some busy schedules, then we are giving 2 months of period. So then within 2 months of periods, you can submit that one. No problem. not 2 weeks, right? So not we are asking give us up within 2 weeks, 3 weeks, right? So we are giving some reasonable time to you. Don't worry.